What's good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. Well, first thing you notice, got a brand new jersey. I'm really excited about it. And probably really good luck this week. Because, of course, it couldn't just be random chance. It has to be the new jersey. So, as you can see, got a Field Edition Ray Lewis purple Baltimore jersey. Love it. Even though he's not there, he's there in spirit and also on my jersey. So let's get right to it. Week 10 was a crazy week, as every week has been, but I ended up being pretty solid as far as I'm concerned. We'll start off with the pro games. The Cardinals were on bye, so hey, I'll take a push there as far as I'm concerned. Next week's going to be a little scary. Got to go play Atlanta, in Atlanta, I believe. So that's going to be a difficult game, to say the least. But whatever. Get that extra week to rest up. We need it, obviously. But the other pro game and the really impressive game, if I'm not mistaken, it's the most or the second most points scored this entire season, was by the Ravens against the poor Raiders. Ended up dropping 55 points on them. Gave up 20, but whatever. 55 points. Flacco ended up having 4 touchdowns, 3 of them through the air, rushed for 1, pulled an awesome, and I do mean awesome, fake field goal in the third quarter. Some people are talking about how we're piling on. No. Third quarter, it's still allowed. 2 minutes left in the fourth, okay, I'll give you that. But third quarter, not piling on, as far as I'm concerned. Other major stuff around the week was the Bengals showed up and absolutely destroyed the Giants. I don't know. The Giants have been one of the most hit-or-miss teams this entire season. They'll have a week where they look like world beaters, like they are the defending champions. Then the very next week, they can't do anything. Really kind of weird. This was the week where they couldn't do anything. The Titans absolutely crushed Miami. They had, I think, 2 or 3 defensive special teams touchdowns in that. Like I mentioned, the Ravens. The Falcons got their first loss. A lot of people thought that the Saints would do it. The Saints seemed to have really righted the ship from the start of the season. And they're looking pretty good. And came down to the last second play. Falcons couldn't convert. Was what it was. Then another pretty decent game, even though it was sloppy, it was still a pretty decent game, was the Texans versus Chicago. The Texans ended up winning. There was like 7 or 8 turnovers, so it was pretty sloppy, but there was a downpour going on. Cutler also got a concussion, so we'll see what his status is. That's a huge loss to the Bears, in my opinion. I know they picked up Jason Campbell for that reason, but still, that's a big deal. And then what everybody was talking about, because it's funny, every time it happens, you get a list of people who had no idea that it could happen. We had another tie. That's right. Another tie game. This time, it was the 49ers and the Rams, which I don't know if the 49ers just forgot how to show up or what. Shouldn't have even come to a tie. Then, in overtime, both teams missed field goals. Then the Rams made a field goal, but the play clock expired, so then they had to kick from 58 and missed it. I mean, it was ridiculous. And as soon as it was over, there were multiple people in both locker rooms saying, "Really? I didn't know there was ties." Which is the same thing that Donovan McNabb said, back in 2004, I think it was. Either 2004 or 2008, I can't remember. I think it was 4, because I don't think Donovan was playing at 8, but I don't remember. But, I mean, come on, people. I mean, know the game. At least that. Know the history of it. So, I can understand it was like a brand new rule, like the new overtime rules that went into effect. I could get that. But this is something that's been around for a while. I think it's funny every time something like that happens, people freak out. Then the Monday Night Football game was very ugly. Chiefs ended up losing to the Steelers, but Big Ben got injured, which sucks for fantasy. Thankfully, I didn't play him. But I'm happy about it from a Ravens standpoint, because 2 of the next 3 weeks, the Ravens go in and have I think this coming week is in Baltimore, week after that is in Pittsburgh, so, or 2 weeks after that's in Pittsburgh, so, or vice versa. So I'm very happy, not to wish injury on anybody, but if he's got to be out. I'm definitely happy for the Ravens to go against Byron Leftwich as opposed to Big Ben. Just saying. And then the guy that I got to talk about, and I got to give him props, even though they beat the Lions, is Adrian Peterson from the Vikings. He truly is looking like he's looking almost better than the old Adrian Peterson. A lot like what Peyton Manning's doing. Only thing with Adrian is that he doesn't quite have the endurance speed. I believe it was 2 weeks ago he busted out like a 70-yard run or 60-yard run, and it should have been a 70-yard run because that would have gotten him in the end zone, and he got tackled like 8 yards shy just because he didn't quite have the gas yet. But this dude is, for one thing, to have destroyed your knee at the end of the year, then to come back and play the way he's been playing, which is complete reckless abandon. Usually when you destroy a knee like that, you come back very hesitant, and he's been killing it. So mad props to Adrian Peterson. I've always really liked the guy. I haven't liked the Vikings since Chris Carter and Randy Moss left, but I definitely got to give him a shout out. So one team was on bye, one team won. We are 1-0 going into the fantasy scores. So good week. Let's just put it that way. We'll start off with the BFFL League, where I got a 1.9 point win. I won 89.9 to 88, and that win officially puts me in first place. Even though I am I'm only 7th on the power rankings, I'm in first place all by myself. I was tied for first place last week, but now I'm officially in first place. Kind of awesome. Really, the best thing that I did was I sat Vic and I played Josh Freeman. Josh Freeman didn't have a great week, but Vic also got knocked out with a concussion. I think it was a concussion, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a concussion. And thankfully I didn't play him and ended up getting the points from that. And then also the Dallas defense, after knocking Vic out of the game, proceeded to get 3 touchdowns. I believe it was 2 pick sixes and a kick or a punt return, if I'm not mistaken. But that got me 26 points, so that was pretty solid. So I ended up taking the win in that. Then going into the Any Given Sunday League, I got the win 114.78 to 111.76. Brings my record up to 5-5. Not good, but I'm clawing my way back. That week I had pretty solid performances from Gore and Chris Johnson, as well as the Texans defense really showed up pretty well. And even though Michael Turner had a horrible game, I still ended up pulling out the win. So pretty happy about it. Ended up going 3-0 this week. So this is officially my new lucky jersey. You will officially be seeing me wear this every week until something happens. So hopefully this stays the positive jersey. I'm giving my Ray Lewis power to the Ravens from Las Vegas as far as I'm concerned. And hopefully it continues. So there you have it. The Week 10 2012 NFL and Fantasy Football wrap-up. And let me know what you guys think. So 3-0 this week. Really happy. And let me know how your guys' teams did. So what do you guys think of these concussions? I mean, 3 in 1 week. It's definitely shaking some stuff up. Backup quarterback is a good place to be in the NFL. It's a good job to have. So there you have it. As always, thank you everybody for checking out my videos. Hope everybody had a great weekend and your week is starting off well, I guess. Stay tuned as always. Posting up all kinds of new videos. I'm going to have lots of poker videos this week, as well as hopefully a couple shoe videos. So stay tuned. I am Matthew Maley. This is MatthewMaley.com. Of course, you can check out the rest of my videos on MatthewMaley.com. You can also check me out directly on YouTube. Just search for Matthew Maley Poker. You can also check me out on Facebook. I am at Matthew Maley Poker, so just search for that. You can check me out on Twitter. Follow your boy at Matthew Maley. And finally, check me out on Instagram, again, at Matthew Maley Poker. And I'm always putting up new pictures. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, y'all.